There's 32.
And with Carl Sneed on 10.
Game shot in the third
Right
leg.
now it's all about Gilbert. North from 5 yesterday, remember. So he's desperate for a win.
Gilbert requires 70.
So this is for the match. He just assesses the situation. He's going to get a dart in his favour, double 16. That was close. And that's even closer.
Shot.
Gilbert van der Meijden, the losing streak is over. He went into that game 6 losses on the bounce. He doesn't look delighted. There's an awful lot of relief and a lot of disappointment there for McCurry.
You require 92.
Just a little reminder, it's best of 7. Then Toonder's come back and had match darts.
And a 170 to boot in that game he did as well.
Well, it was a ropey first start with that big slice into the 5, but a beautiful conclusion with that 92 crisp finish.
Second
Treble 20, double 16, 2 darts.
Game on.
And already Gilliland is thinking.
Got a clue what's coming. How are we supposed
16.
to know?
Game shot.
Well, we're going the distance, and certainly not the first time we've said that this week. I think it's the 13th game in Group A. That's how tight it was. And Gilliland, 3-1 down. He looked down and out. He was beating himself up. He knew it was a top-of-the-table clash. He kept his composure and gets over the winning line. Chris Gilliland somehow wins that match 4-3. And fair play, this week has been about comebacks. And the man who is posting the numbers, the man who have labelled the class act of Group A, he becomes the first player to go to 16 points.
Requires 130.
He started the match with a 180. Is he going to finish with a 130? Yes, he
Game's
is.
on the first leg.
Start beautiful, end beautiful. Could do better in the middle. Great start for Sneed.
Carl requires 143.
Treble 17, the shot. For double 16. That's normal for him to do that. People will say it affects his rhythm. Doesn't take his eyes off double 16. What a finish that is. We've seen something very similar with Suzuki yesterday when she checked out on 149. Sensational finish from Sneed. He was good in that game. And you can just see the respect between the pair of them there. They brought the best out of each other. I thought Muramatu played his part in a very, very enjoyable game. Going big.
Game shot on the full flag.
Chris Gilliland's favourite double.
Chris Gilliland.
He hit it with frequency yesterday and had it as a go-to double a little bit yesterday.
Proved much. He's been absolutely blisteringly good in this game. He's 76 points away. It's double 8. Gilliland was 4 points clear, and that was a stunning display from the man from Northern Ireland. He knows it as well, and Gilbert van der Meijden played his part in a beautiful game. You can see the respect. He looks over at his numbers, and he'd be delighted to see 101.96.
$150.
Lovely setup there. So
32.
Suzuki on what she feels is her preferred side of the board.
On the fourth leg.
All of a sudden becomes her preferred side of the board when you go out 1 dart there on 32. So it's a 3-1 lead.
I'm with you, Haruki. I'm confused now. 84 left. I do know for Suzuki.
137.
Just a stunning leg of darts for Makuru.
24. Sat on 24 after 12. Not too shabby. And is Haruki. I was going to say he had a chance to be sat
Makuru
there on
requires 24.
28. Double 12 for the match, and she takes it.
And the match.
She breaks hearts once again. Makuru Suzuki takes that 4-2 in what was a tidy game between the two country compadres.
It requires 133.
Toonders has been so much better in this leg. He's been flinging them from all over, and that is extremely special. What a finish that is, young man.
Toonders.
Myself and Scott Mitchell are just adding that score up.
Hang on, we're just taking our shoes and socks off here, so we've got enough digits to count.
Requires
But not
144.
this time, and this is for the match. It would be a special way to win it, not to be. Toonders will be back.
88. Christopher requires 58. 18.
Yes,
Cole
that type
requires
of day
56.
for Toonders so far. He had the perfect day yesterday with 5 wins out of 5. As he's seconds away from losing his opening 2 games. Carl Sneed goes through his process. He looks at tops and hits it. That was a very professional, clean and concise performance there from Carl Sneed. It's county youth, JDC. Or just standard academies now as Gilbert looks at this 142. 62 left, so treble 10 will be the shot.
110.
No messing about this time.
Haruki requires 110.
Treble 17. I mean, frustratingly, Scott, Gilbert should be throwing now for the match.
Yeah,
38.
yeah, absolutely.
Gilbert requires 32.
But he has to learn those lessons and know that they're there.
Game shot in the 5th leg.
But he's been a different
Gilbert
player, like you
Vandermeiden.
said, since he's won that game. This is the first thing, his first game today.
Gilbert requires 106.
Well, he's going to get a dart for the match. It's double 18.
88. Haruki requires
He's going to
109.
need another, but is he going to get a chance? Matsu now. Where's he going? 9 for double top.
Game shot in the 6th leg. Haruki Muramatsu.
Bounce back ability from Haruki Muramatsu there.
Gilbert is going to get a dart for the match. It's tops.
76. Haruki requires 72.
And a match start also for Muramatsu. That was a very enjoyable game between 2 great players playing their real A game there. Gilbert Vandermeiden will be disappointed. He showed some real flamboyant moves in that game. Big scoring came from him. Was averaging near 100 throughout, but
Game shot
Yeah,
in the 3rd
lovely
leg.
finish that.
Chris Gilliland.
Clean and sweet as a nut.
yeah, 11 dart as well, Scott.
Ton minimum requirement here for Sneed. 180. Oh my word, that would open up a whole can of worms. What a throw.
180.
And
Chris
what a
requires
dart from
116.
Carl Sneed.
Well, this game's been going on 20 minutes, but it's all about the next 30 seconds, and Gilliland has fluffed his lines here. He was
24.
moments away from virtual qualification. However,
Cole requires
if this double
40.
goes, Sneed reduces the deficit to mere 2 points. And
Game,
Sneed is
shot,
very
and the match.
much in the
Cole
mix now. He goes a
Sneed.
clear 2nd place, just 2 points behind Gilliland. How important will that miss be from Chris Gilliland?
Makuru requires 46.
So for the match, beloved double 18.
10.
And after such a
Christopher
lovely
requires 93.
80 finish to go 3-1 up, to miss a double 18 by that far,
53.
she
Makuru
would
requires
be disappointed,
36.
but she's got to go back, and she's lucky to get back.
She's got away with one there. That could have easily been a big 9. It's double 2.
32. Christopher requires 40.
You can't believe his luck here. I would suggest you get in there and throw him, young man. And
Game
there it
shot
is.
in
You
the
knew
5th
it was
leg.
going.
Christopher Toonders.
Yeah, quite simply, I think he was on his way back to the players' area. I think he was dejected, deflated.
114.
Let's be honest, he probably wants to be just back in the players' area now. But he's there, he's fighting. He's double 18 away.
Game shot on the
Goes all the way. That is the way that players seem to go on this
Christopher
1-1-4 these days. Only match dart.
40.
And it's not to be.
Makuru requires 20.
That's high, wide and handsome. Double 5. She's been on the inside of that every time she's gone for
15.
it. And she's done it again. So, Tunders.
Christopher requires
Fill your
40.
boots. He's baying to the crowd to bring up the noise.
Are you going to tell him, or am I, that there's no crowd? But in the most incredible win of the week, arguably, because Christopher Tunders was never, ever once in this match, never in front. But it's he that takes the spoils. It was a bizarre game, but Christopher Tunders gets his first win of the day, and it makes it very, very interesting at the top. It's 2 from 3, and there's only 2 points separating those top 3. He walks off thinking, how on earth have I won that?
Change of target, change of luck there for Gilliland.
60. Chris requires 74.
Again, he should get a double if he hits the big numbers. He has.
Game
Not
shot
only
on the
does he get a
third
dart at a
leg.
double,
Chris
he hits the dart at a double.
Yeah, no
for Gilliland.
Oh, we talked about Alan Glazier earlier. He's the ton machine. Well, I think Muramatsu, we could call him the ton 40 machine today.
100.
Beautiful last half from
Haruki
Gilliland.
requires 101.
Important moments in this match and important moments in this group A. It's double 12. This is a big dart.
Game
sure
shot on
is.
the fifth leg. Haruki
Smack bang
Muramatsu.
in between the wires.
And from nowhere,
180.
a 180 machine. That is Gilbert van der Meijden. Doesn't want to move from the treble because of the
60.
score that he's on.
Gilbert requires 148.
And that maximum score set up this 148. This would be a special 6 darts.
Game
That's
shot
the
on
way to
first
do
leg.
it.
Gilbert van der Meijden.
And from nowhere,
180.
a 180 machine. That is Gilbert van der Meijden. Doesn't want to move from the treble because of the
60.
score that he's on.
Gilbert requires 148.
And that maximum score set up this 148. This would be a special 6 darts.
Game
That's
shot
the
on
way to
first
do
leg.
it.
Gilbert van der Meijden.
Well, I had a quiet
Gilbert
word
requires
with Scott and said this
18.
game will be under 10 minutes. Well, it's just gone
Game,
over, but Gilbert van der Meijden,
And a match.
4-1 victory,
Gilbert van der
played at a rapid
Meijden.
pace. Look at the respect between them. Tunders magnanimous in defeat as always. A really enjoyable game, and just a demonstration, a reminder to Gilbert that there's plenty more to come. But
Makuru requires 106.
level 18 will be the shot. And hit for double 16. With one down in the hand, Scott.
Makuru
She has
Suzuki.
much the better chance. It's Achilles here. A problem has been when she's had 3 darts at a double.
Cole requires 140.
Well, the layup looks to be perfect. Obviously, he doesn't want to bust, so he'll be looking at double top.
100.
And it's the perfect setup for Sneed. The pressure is on to Chris Gilliland again.
$41. Cole requires 40.
Well, Carl Sneed needed to win this game just to keep Group A going, put the pressure on Chris Gilliland. And he gets there in the end as Carl Sneed.
And a
Another
match.
up
Carl
and down game. It's
Sneed.
been a real seesaw Group A as this one. But Carl Sneed has done what he needed to do. He needed the 2 points.
I just think that the situation is got him for most of the day. I think he'd got to a position with the 5 out of 5 where he actually believed that he could go on and win the group, and that's kind of festered out at the start of the day and caused the momentum. And now he's battling 60 to stay into Group B, and the sort of rot has already set in, if that makes any sense.
It makes total sense as he looks at tops.
20.
The flyer, no good. We haven't seen a real dominant performance from too many players today, but this is a chance for Haruki to lead 3-0. And 3-0 it is.
Third leg.
And just a reminder to people, the winner of this game will go into Group B, where you play tomorrow night.
So it requires 20.
Muramatsu back at double 10.
No score.
Well, I think I've seen everything, Scott.
33.
I think the pair of them need more water.
Hughes and Ars from the gantry. Tell me this is a tight game. Take your time. Double 16 incoming. It's a bit of a blocker. Moves across.
Game
and he nails it.
Leg.
Took his time nicely there. And a change of destination, a change of fortune, but not to be. 52.
20.
Only just hit the big numbers there.
Haruki requires 16.
There'll be steam coming out the ears for Toonders. But for Muramatsu, he will be playing in Group B
Haruki,
tomorrow night.
Muramatsu.
Whereas Christopher Toonders, he's been through absolutely every emotion in this group here. The smile on his face, but let me tell you, steam out the ears. Muramatsu goes to Group B. Toonders goes to Group C. The perfect first start you felt to set up that beautiful 180. Chris Gilliland knew what was it, so he is absolutely delivering so far. 15 data in the first leg. Potential tops for a 13.
140. Chris requires 40. Games on the second leg.
In hand.
Chris Gilliland.
By the scruff of its neck, and there we go. 107.36.
Third leg, Mikuru to throw first. Game
saying
on.
That
requires 60.
Retrieve the situation a little there. It's now Suzuki on 60. On a little under there. Not
40.
that far under. And I think you can see from the body language he's disappointed
84.
with that.
Double 12.
$72. Mikuru requires 20.
Gilliland fails to close the game out there.
The
and it was inevitable.
Mikuru Suzuki.
The two-time world champion comes back with one dart, takes out double 10.
Sixth leg is 106.
Not to be, so Gilliland 106.
Going to get a dart to top the group. Double 18. And Chris Gilliland is the first player through this Saturday night. He was labelled the class act of the group, and look at that relief. But fair play to Mikuru Suzuki. I thought she played her patch in a cracking game there. But it's Chris Gilliland who will top Group A, who will be there on Saturday's night.
Cole requires 161. $65.
Excellent board
Gilbert
management there from Sneed.
123.
It's Not as easy as 1, 2, 3.
48.
Chance for Sneed for a 3-1 lead.
Carl requires 96.
If you're looking for a nice, good, clean kill here. First one, beautiful.
Game
Second
on
one,
the
even
fourth
nicer.
leg. Carl Sneed.
Nice finish there from Carl Sneed. Gilbert van der Meijden is definitely better at that slightly quicker pace. There's no two ways about it.
I was about to say 180 here. When you see the number 220, absolutely sensational stuff from Sneed.
It was indeed.
43.
So,
Carl, you require
Sneed
40.
after that superb 180 hits double top
Carl Sneed
with his first dart. An entertaining encounter there between the two. Carl Sneed takes it